Tonight, the government refutes claims that it has spent millions of dollars to purchase horses for the upcoming DSH horse race. The Education Ministry is forced to send students of the Anthropo Secondary School home due to a lack of supervision, as teachers are said to be continuing industrial action. And is Choiseul back as an official host community for Journée Creole? A recent FRC ad promotes the venue, but the FRC director says it's still not an official FRC-hosted event. We have the details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Monday, the 21st of October 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News on Flow, Channel 117, also being simulcast on Kiss FM Radio. You can also watch on our website. It's www.caribbeanhottv.com or watch on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app. I'm lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. The details surrounding the death of Paul Bruce, a security guard at a service station in Balata, are still unclear. Some eyewitness statements claim that it was a robbery gone wrong. However, a friend of the deceased says there may be more to the story. Solange Alfred begins our reporting.
A brazen afternoon shooting and alleged robbery occurred at the Balata service station on Friday, 18th October, leaving Jamaican national Paul Bruce, a guardsman security, dead. Reports purport that armed individuals shot Bruce in the back of the head before robbing the gas station. A friend of the victim who spoke anonymously recounts his brief encounters with Bruce and suspects more may be at play than a robbery gone wrong.
He was a nice fellow. To me, I don't know for the rest, a nice fellow for me. And I cannot say nothing wrong against him. He was a good man to me, I tell you. I used to live there. I used to work there. Every time I was here, sometimes those him clap me. And when I hear that song, up to today in my head, I just feel it. It was easy to everybody. And when just lose his life like that, song. I find that strange to just shoot a man like that. Doing nothing, he never have no trouble with nobody. Just kill the man like that. I believe the person that did that know that the man know him. I believe so. Because you're going to tell me, man, just from that step coming down there, right there in the step, they shoot the man. He was there waiting for the man to come out. He knew that the man know him, so he must kill him for that. That's what I said to myself.
Attempts to get information from the security company guardsmen were unsuccessful. Reps disclosed that management was meeting with the family of the deceased and would be releasing a statement soon. On the fateful day, responding to the emergency was the St. Lucia Fire Service Department. Assistant Divisional Officer David Antoine provides the details surrounding the response of emergency services.
On Friday, October 18th, at approximately 4:11 p.m., fire officers from the Barbono Fire Station responded to a shooting incident at the Balata service station. On arrival at the scene, emergency personnel assessed the unresponsive body of a middle-aged man. He was subsequently transported to the Victoria Hospital, where he was pronounced dead by a medical practitioner.
Information surrounding the incident alleges 3 individuals carried out the attack and the security guard's service weapon was stolen. Additionally, eyewitnesses' statements reveal the armed robbers made their getaway through the bushes to the back of the service station, which were being cleared out on Monday, 21st October, when our camera crew got to the scene. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
Thank you very much, Solange. The government says rumors about it funding the purchase of horses for DSH to the tune of millions of dollars are getting out of hand and cannot be allowed to continue. The government's senior communications officer called the rumors outright lies spread by people set on tarnishing what she described as the achievement of a horse racing track in the south of the island.
Permit me to state some facts which should clear up any misconceptions St. Lucians have about the government's part in this project. The government of St. Lucia has not purchased or facilitated the purchase of any horses for the race, meaning that no millions of dollars have been spent by the government of St. Lucia to purchase horses for this project. The construction of the racetrack has been fully funded by the investor. The government of St. Lucia has not funded the construction of the racetrack or any other aspect of this project. Let me repeat, no government funds have gone into the racetrack.
That was the government's senior communications officer, Nicole MacDonald, addressing what have become widespread rumors that government footed the bill for Desert Star Holding DSH to bring in thoroughbred horses to St. Lucia for what has been billed as St. Lucia's inaugural Peacock Cup horse race on the 13th of December 2019. The project has been marred by controversy from the start, causing there to be demonstrations and meetings by concerned citizens groups. But MacDonald says success on this venture is in sight, and detractors are therefore becoming more determined to somehow tarnish what she says is this achievement. But the question remains, what is the scope of the government's involvement in the DSH horse racing track?
The government's involvement in this project so far has been the relocation of the meat processing facility. A new location has been identified, and the investor has committed to rebuilding the facility. The government of St. Lucia is also in discussions to potentially become a sponsor of the race as follows. Event St. Lucia is expected to assist with the promotion of the event and the planning of a concert in Vieux Fort. St. Lucia's Tourism Authority would be engaged with promoting St. Lucia's new offering as a destination that additionally offers sporting activities such as horse racing.
MacDonald urged citizens to embrace the project as one that will spur national benefits for all, and particularly for residents in the South.
St. Lucia, as we get set to have the international spotlight on our country and welcome regional and international visitors, let us not be sidetracked by mistruths and continue in the vein of our 40th independence celebrations and celebrate our achievements as a country. Over the weekend, 40 thoroughbred horses arrived ready for the National Day race. The time is near, and it is clear the excitement is building. Let us look at the opportunities that this project presents for the South and for our entire island.
MacDonald highlighted that so far the horse racing track employs over 50 groomsmen and says several other positions are being advertised in the weekend papers. She also touted the Winston Trim training program through which the investor has trained young St. Lucians to work the horse racing track. A deadly crash outside the waterfront buildings claimed the life of 20-year-old Jamari Everest. David Antoine of the St. Lucia Fire Service Department confirmed that a motorcycle driven by Everest with Kieran Pascal as a pillion rider crashed into the metal barriers near the waterfront on the evening of Saturday, the 19th of October.
On Saturday, October 19th, at approximately 9:55 p.m., fire officers from the Gros Islet and Babono fire stations responded to a motorcycle accident at the waterfront castries. On arrival at the scene, emergency personnel attended to the injuries of the two riders. One was assessed and found unresponsive. He was subsequently transported to the Victoria Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead by a medical practitioner. The other sustained serious injuries. He was subsequently transported to the Victoria Hospital in a stable condition.
Antoine also gave information regarding a number of emergency calls handled over the weekend.
The fire department also responded to 4 fires, 1 rubbish and 3 structural fires. On Sunday, October 20th, at approximately 5:15 a.m., fire officers from the Castries Fire Station responded to a structural fire at Marsha Castries. That structure consisted of a wooden dwelling measuring 20 by 30 feet. On arrival at the scene, fire officers were able to quickly control and extinguish the fully engulfed structure.
During the weekend, the St. Lucia Fire Service responded to a total of 95 ambulance calls, 87 of which were medical emergencies. The nature of the emergencies ranged from 8 motor vehicular accidents and 4 physical assaults, as well as 1 fire to a wooden structure in the Marshall community that is still currently under investigation by the fire service. After walking out on the job on Friday, the 19th of October, the teachers of the Anthropo Secondary School stayed away from classes on Monday, the 21st of October. The school's principal declined giving a statement. However, the Ministry of Education released a statement following a walkthrough of the compound. Rochelle Gonzalez reports.
At least half of the students of the Anthropo Secondary School enjoyed a day of freedom on Monday, the 21st of October, after teachers called in sick and refused to come in to conduct their classes. This course of action followed a mass walkout of teachers at the school on Friday, the 19th of October, citing mold issues which posed a threat to their health. Although some students showed up for classes, they were all dismissed at 1 p.m. due to a lack of supervision. Chief Education Officer Fiona Philip Meyer, alongside a few representatives of the Ministry of Education, held a walkthrough at the school with the principal, Arthur Scott. Although Scott refused to make a statement on the matter, Philip Meyer said she had a long talk with the head personnel of the school.
We've met, we've had a team, our building officers are here, our quantity surveyor is also here. We've got our education officer for District 3 and various members of our team. Our safety officer from the Ministry of Education has also accompanied me, and we've spoken with the principal and vice principal of the school, the leadership of the school, ensuring that they know, as we have communicated in the past, as of last week and the week before that, that the health and safety of our entire school community, our staff and our students, remains of the most significance to us. And therefore, the urgency with which we've dealt with the situation as soon as we got word of the mold.
The CEO said every step has been taken to make the environment a mold-free zone and to return normalcy to the learning facility.
I need to contextualize this because from the time the air quality reports were received, we've had the testing done. This is within a matter of not even 2 weeks that the tests were done. Procurement happened, referenced the various contractors to look at the situation. Assessments have been done. And I am pleased to note that throughout the weekend, starting on Friday evening, Saturday, and on Sunday as well, both principals and the head of our safety unit were here with the contractors, having observed what has happened. So that throughout the weekend, significant work happened. Reference 1, mold remediation, and 2, deep cleaning of all of the rooms that were identified previously. We have since then found out there may be other rooms that are impacted, and so we are in a very similar fashion moving to ensure that every single room at the Anthropo School is not only tested, but that any deep cleaning that has to happen, any other mold remediation will be taken care of within the next couple days.
Philip Meyer said the millions of dollars injected into schools island-wide have not been wasted. She said they have been put to good use.
Our business is education. Our business is to ensure that all stakeholders work in a safe environment, and so we mobilize the funds to make sure that this happens for everybody here. And so you would note the financial implications, but it is one that does not lie with the Chief Education Officer's post, but I will mobilize as best as I can to ensure that our teachers, our staff, our students, our entire school community is one that is a happy environment. We want our people to be happy. We are asking for due process. Very, very important that as we mobilize, there is also the buy-in and there is the give and take, because our business is also about education. There needs to be some level of communication as to what we have done, and we will ensure that through the principal of the school that the staff are very much aware as to what has happened on the weekend, and as we move forward in the best interest of them as well as the entire school community, what continues to happen.
The Chief Education Officer revealed that the cleanup initiative at the school came with a cost of over $50,000. In a press statement sent out by the ministry on Monday, it has been stated that school will reopen to all students and teachers on Tuesday, the 22nd of October, 2019. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
Thank you, Rochelle. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Still to come, RC Boys Infant School remains closed for another day. The FRC ads indicate that the Choiseul Jeune Creole event is on and has their support, though not in a financial sense. And Jalen Yudovic says he makes no apology for his art after mixed reviews to the National Monument. We have the details of those stories and more coming up after the break. Stay with us.